Hi, welcome to Potato Fire Reviews. Today I'll be talking about the KEF R3 Metas, and I've owned them for a year. I pre-ordered these, and when I received them, there were no reviews anywhere. The KEF R3 Metas is the upgrade of the KEF R3, where they added matte to the UniQ driver for improved clarity and accuracy. It has a 5-inch aluminum mid-range driver, and in the middle sits the 1-inch vented aluminum dome tweeter. And towards the bottom is the 6.5-inch woofer. The R3 Metas is a 4-ohm speaker with a sensitivity of 87 dB and goes as low as 58 Hz. On the back, there are sturdy dual binding posts for bi-amping, and each individual speaker weighs 27 pounds. The available 4 finish options include a walnut veneer, in addition to white, black, and indigo gloss. I've seen the indigo version in person and it was very gorgeous. The overall fit and finish is amazing with a contemporary aesthetic. These speakers come with magnetic microfiber grills, which I don't use as it is captivating to see the movement of the woofer. I used a Gato DIA250 S Class D amplifier and the Arkham SA20 Class G amplifier paired with a Weem Pro streamer for most of my listening sessions with this pair of speakers. Overall sound can be described as neutral and surprisingly a bit analytical. With the Gato amplifier, I was able to experience a 3D soundstage with authoritative bass. The R3 Metas has excellent precision and soundstage along with superior imaging. Treble was recessed and actually blends really well with other frequencies. It can be described as smooth and not harsh in any way. Mid-range was adequate and clear. Bass was very fast, deep, and had a huge impact, which was very surprising for a 6.5-inch woofer. I paired the R3 Metas with 3 subwoofers, Rhythmic, Emotiva, and Rel to get a fuller sound. However, you don't need a subwoofer with these. Majority of the times, I would completely turn my subwoofer off and appreciate this speaker. There are some old beloved songs that I like, which has high notes such as Stacy's Mom by Fountains of Wayne and Some Nights by Fun. When listening to music with the R3 Metas, these songs sounded a bit soothing yet clear when compared to other speakers. In a nutshell, these speakers makes listening to music a relaxing and enjoyable experience. In comparison to other speakers that I've owned, this is my favorite speaker so far. The Arundel 1961 Towers, which I've reviewed, is a few $100s less. And although it's a wonderful speaker, I would choose the KEF, simply because of the bass impact. The Arundels are really wonderful and of a natural sound characteristic. I previously owned the KEF LS50 Metas for over a year, and the R3 Metas was a significant upgrade. When I was buying the LS50 Metas a few years back, they had the R3s and I did prefer the LS50 Metas. If the R3 Metas are out of your budget and you're planning on buying the LS50 Metas, I would recommend saving up for the R3 Metas because there is a leap in sound difference. The LS50 does require a subwoofer and will distort easier because the single UniQ driver must play all frequencies and can be classified as being overworked. I bought the Heko Salan around the same time as the R3 Metas, and when comparing them side by side, the KEF is the champion since it balances clarity and warmth perfectly without distortion. Something to note, these speakers sound best 2 feet from the rear wall and takes about 50 hours to break in. If I must list a couple of drawbacks for the R3 Metas, I would really have to nitpick. The ports on the back are both faced in the same direction, so there's no telling which speaker should be placed to the left or right. I honestly don't know if the placement of the rear ports has an influence on the sound. However, on the back of the R3s, it's not centered. I use these speakers with 28-inch solid steel stands. At first, I was a bit concerned they would fall since the top plate of the stand is a bit small. The KEF S3 stands are $700 a pair and bolts onto the speakers, which will give a peace of mind regarding stability. Overall, I highly recommend this speaker as it earns all the hype and praises which you'll find online. My opinion about these speakers is they are a wonderful purchase and would last for an extensive time. An item that could possibly be an heirloom. To continue seeing videos like this, consider subscribing, and until next time, cheers.